Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. You know, I was thinking, uh, I should probably talk about my intentions for this LP for a second. And, I've managed to clear up my sinuses, my allergies. I may still sound a little bit nasally. That's typically just what happens for me whenever this happens. Sorry, my vocabulary is failing me a little bit here. But I have a nice drink. Got to stay hydrated, and I know you heard it. It's a fizzy drink. It's mineral water, but got to stay hydrated. Got to keep this sultry voice of mine uh, nice and lubricated for you guys, so I can talk about random things in this game. But my intention for this LP is to do just whatever I come across. I typically, when I play RPGs, I try to do everything, but when you do that, you end up in a situation where you spend 500 hours playing Skyrim. Ask me how I know. I kind of didn't realize there were still enemies left. That was a lot of wolves, which I think that's a good opportunity. I don't like when fantasy games, especially, I don't like when you have to kill wolves, because wolves are cool. I like wolves. They are big, beautiful dogs. They are absolutely like just gorgeous creatures. Um, I love like seeing wolves in the wild, and oh no.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
We should maybe try to take
I
care
have
of him.
bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Just
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
yeah, he does sound like a coward.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
uh... Yes, we're doing it.
I know I'm relying on you to protect me. Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Very quickly, as I was saying, I don't like games like forcing me into killing wolves. Wolves are not just these savage beasts that attack everything they see. To me, I would rather fight the overplayed, like overdone, like spiders and rats in the first dungeon kind of thing. I would rather do that than fight wolves. But I really enjoy that I had a very snippy remark there, and Alistair came back like equally snippy. Like I like that, like allowing me to be, sarcastic and having a sarcastic character like play off of that. That's really good writing in my opinion, as opposed to something like I don't want to like dump on Fallout 4 too much, especially because I'm obviously playing Dragon Age right now. But in Fallout 4, we end up in this situation where you hit the sarcasm button and you have this quip at whoever you're talking to, and it goes nowhere because you said something rude, essentially, and they just say, well, anyway, the thing I was trying to tell you was... Kill him! Go get him! Go get him, Davith!
Yes.
I don't know what that does, but I'll take it. So, I will say, I have very strong sense. I have a very strong sense of right and wrong. And I get into a game like this, and I just become a kleptomaniac corpse robber. Yeah, we got some darkspawn blood. I think these are the flowers we need. Actually, no, I don't think they are. But let's explore around. Our friend said something about like ground ponds. Looks like we've got some enemies up ahead. I wish I could kind of see. See, they just hadn't loaded in yet.
Not bad. Nice try.
Time for corpse kleptomania. Did I see corpse?
Huh.
I do find it entertaining that I was able to see this chest a mile away, but not the other things. I'm starting to think I may be going the intended route here. What is this? Is there a... It feels like this X on the map should mark like a corpse or something. Huh. Okay. Elf root. Oh, what? Where? Oh, see, I don't even have line of sight on them. So let's go this way, if we can. Boys, get up here and help me. Yes, I do. I feel like this is typical of
Yes.
video game that if you're not sure where you're going, if you're not sure you're going the right way or whatever, just ask yourself, are there enemies where I'm going? Because if there are enemies on your path, you're probably going the right way. That sounds like some really weird Facebook philosophy, doesn't it? Some boomer posting. But I want to check back this way. Also, I want to... I got some gloves. Armor 0.5. Oh, look, right there. It just compares them. This gives me +1 dex, so that's pretty cool. I would very much like to pick up a sword that I can use, but maybe two. I want to comment the mini map here. The map itself has a certain like drawn quality to it that I really like. It has an almost watercolor look to it, you know? Let's take this elf root anyway. Can I go through the water here? No, I can't. Okay, that's... Okay, yeah, this is the path we came in on. Okay. We may not be far enough in to, see, I wonder... Chastened trail sign. Okay, so that's what that X is. I wonder what that means. Yes, I understand what an area map is. Thank you for the tutorial, though. That's very kind. There we go. I think that's what we needed. Yeah. I think our quest stuff would be in our journal, right? Where's... Okay, yeah, I've done that. That's what... Okay, I think... we're pretty much doing it here. No, I meant to touch that. I'm gonna look right here. Doesn't appear there. These are interesting. Some little monoliths. I do know that... Are these the ruins we were at before? Yes. Now, I want to know what this trail sign is. Am I... I'm a little confused. Move. Move. Okay. Well, regardless, let's grab this elf root. Okay. I do know, though, that the swamps hold our wife hostage from us, and we need to. Whoa! Good grief, those guys passed their stealth checks. Holy cow. I mean, I'm not complaining. That was pretty rad. Let's see. I don't think I can walk that way from there. This appears to be the path across. There are some enemies that way, so we're going to go this way really quick. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't see that guy there. Come on, boys.
And I'm off.
We need to kill that guy. Oh, Davith and Alistair are both like, screw it.
Let's do this quickly, shall we? Surely
Okay. What is this? Huh. I don't know. It might be worth something. I don't know. Okay. Okay, just... We're finding plenty of stuff that we can probably take and sell. Okay, interesting statues. Sorry, there's not a whole lot for me to talk about here. These are probably the ruins we need to be going to. Okay.
And how?
Yeah, thanks for staying back there, David. Like... Oh, good grief. That was awesome. No loot from that guy? Okay.
Oh, right.
A dagger. Okay. So now I have a melee option.
Yes.
Uh-huh, there we go. It kind of freaked out there for a second. This chest is broken, boys. Oh, there she is.
Well,
There she is.
well, what have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
Oh, look at her eyes.
What say you, Scavenger or intruder? You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
I love you. Let's be nice.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Gosh, see, I was just apologizing for not having anything to talk about, and then Morrigan shows up.
'Twas my mother, in fact. Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
I
A
mean,
thieving, weird talking log, perhaps.
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads.
and you are a pretty flower.
If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
I want to go back to Alistair's words completely failing him there. I mean, my words would probably completely fail me in front of my goth witchy waifu.
Why not? Do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
Tell us about your mum.
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you were here. Come, see for yourself.
Are be honest with me. Are you a witch? Is magic real?
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the Chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests.
Gosh, I love her so much. Alright, let's go.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then.
Like, what a grown man being afraid of a woman turning him into a toad and eating him. Gosh, I wish that was me.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
True.
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Well, I'm not a fool.
Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
Mom, you're embarrassing me.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
What do you mean?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
The mother was talking like a Dark Souls NPC, just punctuating her sentence with laughter there. I like her kooky character. Okay. Let's go give the guy the flower.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before he's aight?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Yeah, he's at least as smart as a revenue agent.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
I'm ready.
Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Yeah, I want to see this through.
I agree. Let's have it done.
See, now he's acting like less of a coward.
Alistair, take them to the old temple.
more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe
No.
it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of love and hate the third dialogue option. Like, I swear I'm the bravest one here. I like that, and I'm a woman. Like, that's a little far, but we're saying
I know
it.
that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
I don't know. I kind of agree. No, not that I agree. I guess what I mean is I like where Davith is coming from here. But I'm gonna tell him to shut up.
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining.
That's an interesting thought.
The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
That goblet is as big as his head.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There
Had
is
I
no
known.
turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
The greater good.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
You know, okay, I was gonna bring this up. I guess I have forgotten more of this than I realized, but the second dialogue option here, I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory. I was actually thinking about this during the cutscene of what if, even before anybody drank any of it and saw what would happen, what if somebody just said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm leaving. Because it's a secret, I was wondering, like, would Duncan and Alistair just kill that person? And I'm guessing yes, based on he didn't necessarily hesitate, but he gave Sir Jory a chance, and Sir Jory could have been like, okay, fine, I'll do it anyway. He didn't, and he stood his ground and he died for it. But that it is very this ritual is very interesting to me. The secrecy being protected, even as far as killing those who refuse to take part in it, knowing, like, once they know what it is, like this feels particularly interesting as a, I don't know, as a story device in this game. That it's not just, I mean, yes, we survive because we're the player character, right? But there's nothing innately special about us compared to them, but we survive for a completely different reason. You know, like our outcome is completely different than the outcome that both of those men had. One of them died because of the ritual, one of them died because of his own choices, and yet we survive, like, I mean, very shallowly, because we are the player character. And it's, I mean, from a story perspective, you could say that maybe we survived because of our sickness that made us more adept to survive the ritual, to survive drinking the blood like that. But another thing I want to mention is Duncan seems to have genuine sorrow in what happens to these two men. That could be contradicted by dialogue here, but at least to this point, it feels like Duncan, like, genuinely meant that he was sorry that Davith died from the ritual. And, you know, the quote at the beginning that Alistair speaks, you know, he is very somber in saying that if you do not survive this, if you are sacrificed to this, your sacrifice will not be in vain. We will honor that, and we will see you again. And I don't know, I find this kind of faith in what they are and what they're doing, I find it really refreshing from a story perspective.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Yeah, and again, Alistair gave us the pendant, that this is a tradition of the Grey Wardens to remember those who fell. And I don't know, I something about that I really like so far, this organization of the Grey Wardens and what they've got going on. Let's go ahead and level up really quick. Excuse me. Get Dex to a nice even number. Put Cunning up again. I wonder I wonder when we unlock these specializations. Hang on. Oh, okay, okay. So we've still got a little bit to go. Yeah, let's grab some persuasion. I like that. I typically in RPGs I do like being able to persuade people with my speech, not necessarily like through intimidation, but through actual in my head through actual conversation. Because to me, like a lot of problems in stories, a lot of problems in at least in visual fiction, or like things like video games, things like movies, TV shows, there's so much that can be solved if the characters will just talk to each other. And this is a huge pet peeve of mine, is these people are just being stupid. And I don't know if that's just lazy writing, or if it's the writer's perspective is not broad enough to realize that, like, legitimately, like in your life, if you're having a problem with somebody, especially someone you care about, just talk to them. Like, it's better to have an awkward moment or a tense moment where you are wrong, right? Like, you confront this person and you end up being wrong. It's better to have a moment like that, even, than to not talk to that person at all and then have your relationship be strained and potentially come to an end because of that. Like, take a chance and embrace that awkward, tense moment, because more often than not, what'll actually come from that is a great deal of personal growth. And not only that, but a great deal of growth with that person. And that person may end up respecting you a lot more. And you can have this breakthrough and your relationship can be strengthened. But you can't do that if you don't talk to that person. So typically in role-playing games, I like to try to talk to people. Now, of course, it can be broken in a lot of games. That means you just press a dialogue option and win the game. But for example, the first Fallout game. If you put the correct pieces together, you can have a discussion with the final boss wherein you do not have to fight them. And that, to me, is more interesting than fighting them. Oh, especially in a game where the combat is turn-based and not particularly engaging, in that, again, like I complained about before, it's that RNG aspect. Like, it would be different if you were actively pressing a button to attack the person, and it was a matter of skill, a matter of dodging and connecting with your hits and healing at the right time and things like that, and keeping your distance. Like skill versus you leveled your character up correctly. And I mean, I know that leveling up your speech correctly is part of what I'm talking about. But like I said, to me, I genuinely prefer being able to talk someone down out of a fight, because I would want to do that in real life. And maybe some people, role-playing games tend to be an escape where you get to be someone other than you are, but a lot of times I think I find myself playing more like my actual self. Like, this is how I would interact with this story, how I would interact with these characters. And don't get me wrong, I do like playing a different kind of character. Like, I like playing a thief. I wouldn't go out and do those things in real life, but I enjoy playing the rogue. I mean, hence why I took rogue in this. But at the same time, I have a very strong sense of morality that maybe even carries over most of the time into my video game choices. But anyway, let's figure out what we want to add here. We do. Oh, goodness gracious! I need to be putting things into Archer, like rapid shot. Okay, yeah, that seems like pretty solid. But it's about that time. I'm trying to keep these episodes a little bit shorter. It makes uploading them a lot easier for me, but I feel like it makes them a little bit more digestible as well. And while I do enjoy longer videos, sometimes I do need to like kind of curtail that as far as my own content making. But I'm really thankful that you've been here. You've stuck with me through all my rambling. I genuinely thank you for watching. If you're new here, uh, please consider staying. Uh, I have a lot of plans going forward. I'm going to be playing this game more. If you're here because you enjoy this game and enjoy seeing someone play it for the first time, I hope you're enjoying this. But I really am thankful that you've watched this, that you've made it to the end of the video, and I really look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Bye.